Welcome to the Love and Victory Show with Val, where we will bring you candid conversation. In each conversation, we will talk about real life ups and downs while tackling unresolved matters. We will also unmask issues and truly speak straightforward and candid about our needs and brokenness, while allowing ourselves to exhale so that we can become victorious. This is a place where you can be open to the possibilities of living life in abundance while gaining tools to become bold and complete. So let's get to it.
Back. Hello. We are back. I hope you guys enjoyed the music. Anna and Aaron, y'all really did good over there. Y'all had them. I had that mic going. That music was delicious. I wanted to say delicious.
Did you taste it?
I tasted it. It was delicious.
You can be sure to listen to the Love and Victory Show with Val and all of our amazing music on LV with Val Radio.
All righty, 24/7.
Good plug.
A good plug. I actually want to, before we jump into this conversation, I want to thank these lovely ladies for that. Ooh, that tea on the street. I know we went a little long with that. And thank you, Brother Carter, because there are different perspectives how people received
you
it.
You got to have all perspectives out there. You know, there's not one-sided conversation. Never on the Love and Victory Show.
Never.
When Brother Carter on the show anyway.
Oh, wow. Well, we love you. We're going to get right into this show, painting your own picture. And before we go there, Brother Carter, nobody can bring the guests in like you. Go ahead.
First, before we start the show, I want to give a shout out to my Houston Texans out there, man. We got to go get it this week. We got to get it today, should I say. We are, again, one game away from going to the Super Bowl. Again, I'm going to say it. We are one game away from going to the Super Bowl. Amen. I mean, somebody got that out there.
Yeah.
For the rest of y'all, you get it tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a little saints up in here. They kind of feeling a little some kind
That's
of way.
all right.
Are they
That's all
still
right.
in
That's
it?
all
Are they
right.
on a wild
No.
card? Oh, they not
We're
in
not
it?
in it, so I'm embracing the
Yeah.
Texans.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
But if we was in it,
Yeah, then it'd be a different story.
It'd be a different story.
And so we also want to give a shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King. This is his weekend, Dr. Martin Luther King weekend.
Yes.
Birthday, should I say. So all banks will be closed on Monday.
Go get your money today.
Yeah,
If
post office, all federal entities will be shut down on Monday. So take care of your business.
Before you introduce them, did y'all see that? Commercial that came up? No,
Yeah.
I think.
All right,
You finna do that?
Yeah, no. I'm got another shout out. I got to
Okay.
do. We got to do another shout out to the winter weather advisory. Should I say we have winter?
What?
Winter. What the word is? Winter.
Oh, the weather advisory.
The weather.
Yeah, winter weather advisories over the whole United States, and we got people all over the United States, all over the world that listen to this show.
Oh,
And so
there you go.
Let's be mindful of what's going on, what's taking place in your particular place of residence. So take care of yourself. The peas, the peoples, the plants, the pets in the pipes.
Okay.
oh, I
Then.
never thought of that.
All right. Yeah, there you go, brother. Brother
Yeah.
Carter, you be dropping some.
Take care of all the peas out there today, before it's too late. Amen.
All right then. Now,
All
can
right.
you just come on in?
And so you said something about a commercial.
No, brother Carter, you gonna introduce. We got to get
We're
this.
going to the show. All
You're
right,
going
all
to the
right.
show.
All right, coming to the stage.
Oh,
Amen.
Where they gotta look at, baby.
We have two very lovely and very capable ladies talking on this topic about painting your own picture, because I'm sure they have painted their own pictures in life.
Or maybe they're working on it right now.
Or maybe still working on it too.
Mhm.
Yeah, like us all. Most of us are still trying to paint the picture. So, that's what we're going to talk about today, paint the picture. So coming to the stage is our very own Logan Duvernay.
Hello,
Duvernay. Why don't you look at the camera, introduce yourself?
Yes. There's your camera
Hi,
right
my
there.
name is Logan Duvernay Hodge.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. You gotta say it the way you said it again.
What I just said now.
The
Your
last
correct name, the correct
Oh.
way of saying your name.
name. Yes. You see, you put a little French twist.
I just say Logan Duvernay.
Duvernay.
Yeah. Duvernay. Yeah.
Vernon.
Yes.
It could be Duvernay, but my family and I, we say Duvernay.
Duvernay.
Where you
Okay.
from? Where's your family from?
New Orleans.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, it's Duvernay, right?
Well, yeah.
Duvernay.
That's
Yeah.
what I say.
Yes, but I was
It's
saying
Duvernay.
like we just say
Is
it.
it
We just say it the
Duvernay
way we
or
just say
Duvernay?
it.
Mhm.
I say Duvernay.
Yeah, it's Duvernay.
Yeah.
Duvernay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm, Yeah.
I was like, I know that name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where you from?
Yeah.
But yeah,
So what do you do in life, Lady Duvernay?
Well, I am one half of that kind of media.
One
Um,
half of that kind of media.
Yeah, me and my husband, we help small businesses
Mhm.
generate a online presence.
Okay.
The ones who are fresh and new to it, we
Mhm.
come in and we just create content for them and help them get more eyes on their business.
Oh,
All right. All right.
Excellent,
That's good.
excellent.
That's good.
and
How
we
you
all,
feel
to be
about
honest
being
with you, we're all new to it. I don't
Okay.
care if you've been in it a minute,
Mhm.
you're new to it.
Mhm.
So you always need someone to help you keep it fresh. Did y'all see that commercial that came up?
Mhm.
That was her and her. She was one half, her other half was on there.
Yeah. Amen.
I tell you, sometimes I look at their little clips they put out there. I just be dying laughing. I just love how they vibe together. It's just it's genuine,
Mhm.
you know. And it's like y'all come off. the
They
screen
connected, huh?
very well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
Mhm.
And also coming to the stage. Look at that smile on that face. I don't have to say nothing. I'm just gonna say Christina Price. Christina
Yes.
Price, look to the camera. Just show the people how beautiful you are.
Oh.
She is from that great city of New Orleans
Yes.
as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you.
Mhm.
We love.
I
having
love being here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They know what you do around here.
Uh-huh.
What you
Talked
do?
about it. A little bit of everything.
A little bit of
A little
everything.
bit of everything,
Yeah.
especially now in this.
Yeah.
in this season.
I don't want to talk about.
Don't
it.
get it twisted, honey.
But everybody knows me to be a makeup artist.
Uh-huh.
Professional makeup artist. Have been doing so for the past like 15, 16 years now, and that
Yeah.
has been my life.
That's been your okay.
Yeah.
But,
That's been your go-to.
but they're getting to know just how grounded she is in the
Mhm.
Word of God.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is truly a woman of God, and so that's definitely a woman of
Yeah.
Jack of many
And
trades.
she's really taking the time and the space in her head and mind, body, soul to connect with God, and which is really unique in
Absolutely.
today's busyness
Oh.
in which we have today. So
Mhm.
I give you big kudos for just taking that time out just for you and God.
Mhm.
You know, you live in the 23rd number of Psalm right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You say that.
Oh, come on, come on. Well, before we get this show going, it's time for the acronym. And so, Aaron, you want to come on and get it? Because we are ran
Let's
over.
get it. Let's get it.
All right, let's get into it. So today's acronym is influence.
Mhm.
I is for inimitable, impossible to copy or imitate. N is for noble, having or showing high moral qualities or ideals.
Mhm.
F is for foe, something made to mimic something else. L is for limitless, having no boundaries or constraints, capable of achieving anything.
Right.
U is for uptight,
Mm.
tense, or nervous.
Mm.
E is for encouraging, supportive, giving someone confidence, hoping for future success.
Mhm.
N is for notorious, widely but unfavorably known or talked about. C is for captivating, attracting and holding one's interest. E is for egotistical, self-centered.
Mhm. Okay.
Egotistical, self-centered. That's all she said about that.
And again, influence. So let's just jump right on in here. And again, painting your picture. And if you're painting, and I normally would ask when you heard that title, what did you think? So I'm just going to ask this question that we have that title.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to ask you, how do you want to be seen or perceived by people around you? Painting your own picture. Okay. I don't know why Christina is giving me this look
Oh,
like
no, I was just
she's giving
there
me
back
this.
in
She's
the
giving
day.
me this look like, huh, are you coming to me or what? Come on, come
I
on.
wasn't.
Oh,
I was
okay.
not.
Okay. Well,
I'm like, what is painting your own picture? What is that?
go ahead.
It's just creating the life that you want, like
Mhm.
just identifying what the colors that you want, how you want your picture to look, how vibrant you want it to be, and how quick you want to paint it. Is just controlling that whole aspect of what you truly want.
How and not painting it for someone else,
Mhm.
because a lot of times people give you the perception of what they think your life should be.
Mhm.
How about you say,
Mm.
this is the picture
Mhm.
I see for myself.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
when you think
Yeah.
of that, what's your
Well, what I think about it when I hear that painting your own picture, it's about having your own opinions,
Mhm.
having your own beliefs, like not letting too many people influence what you think and what you want to do,
Mhm.
which can be challenging, especially with social media, because
Oh
you
my
see
God.
so much stuff, you get so much information,
Mhm.
and it's easy to change your mind on things like that. But you know, it's just about being your own self, being your own confidence, like
Yes.
being you.
Okay.
Yeah. How does that look?
Go ahead.
Mhm.
brother.
How does that look when if you're married to a dominant male for a female, and he have a picture of how he want the family dynamic to be, and you as an individual, how
Mhm.
can you form or start painting your own picture in that aspect?
Well,
You know,
Go ahead, and then
Oh,
I'll
anyway,
let
one of
you
y'all.
go.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go, and then I'll jump in
you
on that
know,
one. Yeah.
you don't have a.
Yeah.
well, I'm just talking in general.
Yeah. Let's
though.
let's go
Yeah.
ahead, jump in there.
Well, just to say first, my husband's not that way
Right.
at all. He's very open to who I am as a person, and he knew that from the beginning that
Yeah.
I was not going to sway or waver from certain things,
Mhm.
unless he was leading it correctly. And I was like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah,
Go
'cause
that way.
I've seen this on this show, Love in Huntsville or whatever it's called,
I
Married to
just-
Huntsville or
yeah.
whatever the show is.
Mhm.
And I've seen this guy that's very dominant over his wife, and she's starting to paint her own picture of what she wants in life. But I'm just wanting to get an aspect of
Yeah, and with that, it has to start with you yourself.
mhm.
Because if you are not confident in who you are or know what you want out of life, it's very easy to get influenced by somebody else.
And to even open your mouth to speak up and
Yes.
advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
And a
Mhm.
lot of times, what ends up happening, you end up allowing other people to paint the picture because you don't even see a value in yourself
Mhm.
to
Right.
speak up. So you think the
So
only
you don't even have a picture to paint.
You're
So
right,
you just
because the only value that you see is what somebody else is saying about you, whether good or bad.
Mhm.
So until you start to advocate and speak up for yourself, that's
Oh.
they're
Yeah.
painting that picture.
You got to go to the store and get your own canvas first. If you don't have a canvas, you can't paint anything
what
on
you
it.
gonna paint on?
You can't do
Oh.
anything.
Oh, I like that. She said you got to go to the store
Mhm.
and get your own canvas. You want to jump on that?
Yeah, I just think that because that's the place where I am now, not being married, being single, and it's like I want to be firm in the foundation of who I am.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I don't want to be wavering and not knowing who I am when I get a man. So I think that's part of the due diligence, as singles should do, before they get married. Paint your own picture,
Yeah.
figure out who you are, what you want out of life. And then in return, you'll start to attract somebody who would align with that and you align with what he has going on.
I love that you
And so it'll
said
be
that.
more of a flow than, he's trying to be dominant and
Yeah.
control me this way. You know,
Because you go into, because one of the things, and it's funny he brought that up because we were looking at the movie, at the show, and she was talking about, because she had daddy issues, she said she started calling him Diddy, and so he took on that daddy role because she had daddy issues. And I think a lot of times when you go into a relationship and you're broken, that where you are when you're in that relationship is a reflective of how that partner see you and treat you. So
yeah.
you need to go get yourself
because
together.
sometimes that's what we go in relationships for. Unfortunately, not everybody, but because I need this, I need a daddy, I need a father figure. So I gravitate to that man. I need to be saved. I gravitate to that man who can, give me that image or give me that feeling. So I call him daddy. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just a broken mess. And then when you're in another season and you're healed and you don't need daddy anymore,
now you feeling some kind of
you
way.
don't need him no more. Because you didn't got healed, and it's like now the relationship is.
It's in trouble.
It's in trouble. It's done.
So, going back, with that being said, going back to the question I asked, how do you want to be seen and perceived by other people now that you're going to get your canvas? And I see you over there. You really want to jump on this here. Come on, Anna, give me some.
I'm just listening and saying, like, yeah, sometimes you do have to paint your own picture in the way that you have to be very focused on who you are and what you want and how you want to lead your life versus, because I could go back and
y'all gonna answer my question. Y'all gonna all keep trying to talk around the question I asked.
Okay,
the question I asked was, how do you How do you want to be seen or perceived by people around you? While
And my
Wow, what?
answer would be, I don't care
okay.
what people think
But people
or say.
And I'm glad you're saying that, but that's exactly
This
what
is my
that's
picture
what I
I'm
wanted
painting.
to
This
get out of
has
Yeah.
nothing to do with you outside of me.
That's good.
It has to do everything with the Lord is who? My shepherd.
Well, can I ask this
Mhm.
question? And that's who you are today.
Yes.
That's who I am today.
Mhm.
If I go back 30 years ago,
Mhm.
that wasn't the woman that I was.
Okay.
You know, the woman that I was still seeking
Yeah.
validation from
Mhm.
other people
Yeah.
because I was still empty.
You was a girl then.
yeah.
Even though I wasn't a girl in age, I was still a girl. I was
Right.
still broken. I was still empty, and I was
Mhm.
still seeking validation from not just you, but from
Mhm.
others,
Mhm.
because I needed them to see me as this great person because I didn't feel like a great person.
See,
Okay.
I think I understand what you're saying, because I think for me, I'm getting better at recognizing my worth, and I'm getting better at believing it whenever people tell me. Like, I think before I started working here, it was like, oh, okay, thank you. It's like, I'm receiving because I don't want to like disrespect you for giving it to me, you know, because
Mhm.
you're trying to honor me. But I would just kind of like set it over here. Now I'm kind of like a gift, like a ring or a
Mhm.
necklace, and now I'm kind of like, ooh, like, okay, maybe I am kind.
Mhm.
Ooh, maybe I am sweet. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I am a little
Maybe
pretty, you
you
know,
are.
right?
Maybe
Yeah.
you
And-
are worthy.
and-
Yes.
Right. And I would say I try my best, and because I want people to see me as someone who's genuine and loving.
Mhm.
Because I think a lot of times, and especially whenever you're comfortable, you get into this. I think it is really easy to say you love and care about people,
Mhm.
but you don't text them.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't reach out
Mhm.
to them.
Yeah.
You we're
Come
so
on now.
and maybe more my
Flesh and blood ain't
generation,
telling you to
but
say that.
But I think that like we get so caught like, oh, I'm sending you a meme, like we're connecting, but you're not connecting as
Right.
people. Like
Mhm.
even then, I had the opportunity to sit with a friend in her pain at one point recently. We stayed up on the phone until like 2:00 in the morning.
Mhm.
And she is one of the people I've been able to connect with so deeply
Mhm.
because we've been able to be there in the pain. And so going back to your question, I want to be someone who does all that, but I have the inner turmoil and the question of, am I actually who I'm trying to present myself
Ooh.
as?
Mhm.
That's I
Mhm.
like
That's
that.
something I
Yeah.
heard today too. Like who you are behind the scenes is also who comes out
Mhm.
into the public.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
the more you
Oh,
are
yeah.
genuine behind
The
closed
scenes,
doors,
yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that's gonna come out and be genuine in front of people.
Because you
That's
can't
so true.
fake
Yeah,
it.
you can't.
Yeah,
What's
you
in
can't
you
fake
is coming out.
It's going to
Exactly.
come out.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, because I know so many people were like, they will say out loud, like, oh, I'm praying for you. I'm so happy for you. But like
Lies.
it's so,
That was the
Yes.
prayer.
it's not genuine because
Right.
their actions, and they don't even see it.
They
They don't
do.
even realize like your face is dead.
Mhm.
Like you don't even have it in your eyes,
Yeah.
like showing it.
yes.
And like for me to answer your question, like I just want to come off genuine.
Mhm.
There you go.
Now, I'm not saying it's always gonna be nice
No.
and like pretty, but I want you to know like whatever I say, I meant,
Mhm.
and I want you to feel that. Like I want you to feel that energy.
Mhm.
That's why I appreciate so much when you were like, I like you and your husband, like y'all genuinely look like that. And I'm like,
Mhm.
thank you, because we honestly are the way that we present ourselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's how I just want to be viewed by the world. But also I agree with Brother Carter. I really don't care. I really don't.
Because other people's opinion, but that's where you're at
Mhm.
now. And I really do like to say, getting to the place that you don't need other people to validate you
Mhm.
is such a freeing space.
Oh, yes.
But that is a journey too.
Mhm.
And when you get to that place, remember you have to help someone else along. And when you recognize that behavior in someone else that's not quite there, then it's definitely your responsibility to assist in pouring into them. You may not be that one to help them get over the hump, but
Mhm.
you are that person that God would have at that season to help through.
And that's my thing when you ask that question. It for me, that's what it is. It's being whatever that person needs in the moment from God, you know, whatever that person needs, that's who I want to be. You know, that's why behind the scenes, I like to work on myself and, you know, hold myself accountable when I see pride coming up, or if I see arrogance or frustration or anything like that, and or anger coming up. It's like, okay, I need to work on this. God, fix me, because I don't want to be connected with a person that you sent for me to connect with because you're trying to get something to them, and then my pride and my ego and all this other stuff comes up, and I done missed the opportunity, you know. So in this time, that's what I want to be seen as, whatever they may need, you know, at that moment from God. And I just like, you know,
do you ever act different?
That sound like you being very flexible about yourself.
No, it's not
what
being,
other people need.
No, it's not being flexible. It's being, because for me, like when you answer when you say a certain yes, you know, when you answer a certain
calling,
and you say yes, you know, and you say, oh, God, use me. You're gonna be used, in whatever way He sees fit for whomever He needs you to get whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what He uses us for. You know,
you making sense.
Yeah, so that's what it's from. Not being like, oh, well, she needs this type.
So I'm
you know,
I'm gonna turn myself
I'm turn it all
like
not changing.
Right.
Yeah, no, not changing myself to fit that, but just being
that's
open.
What I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to get you get to. That's
you was trying to get her to elaborate on that.
Elaborate, yeah, because I know sometimes I'll say stuff and you're like, wait, what? But yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. That's what I'm here for. I'm the co-host.
Do you ever act differently around different groups of people, and does that make somebody think of you as being fake or two-faced?
I used to do that.
You used to,
okay. But it wasn't from a place, and people finally was able to understand. It was just like when you're in different rooms, it called for different, you know.
That's what they call that code switching.
Yeah, something like that. Because if I'm around my friends, you know, I'm laid back, I'm relaxed. But if I'm around a corporate environment, or I'm around, you know, something will work, I'm going to hold myself in a certain, you know,
your posture is going to
be different.
You're going to sit up.
I'm going to sit up, and, you know.
You're not going to eat that chicken with you.
Exactly, you know, so.
Oh, the hell I want. The hell I want.
You're going to pick that chicken up with your hand?
With all them doctors sitting at the table got trying to eat chicken with a knife and a fork. And I said, wait a minute. These are chicken wings and legs. I picked that chicken wing up and broke that wrap and bit into it. The doctor say, oh, I'm so happy somebody did. You should have seen everybody start around.
They dropped them knives. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Anna, I know you want some of this. Come on, Anna.
Oh, well, I wanted to say that before I lose the thought.
You lost it already.
No, she did.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there. Okay. See how you are so wrong for that. You are so wrong.
You know, that was a clear sign. She said, before I lose my thought, she had it was gone. She was trying to grab it. But
it went down the street.
It went down the street.
It's back.
It's back.
Okay, come on, y'all. Don't pay him no mind. Yeah, but it's co-host is something else.
I was wanted to say that, yes, we come out different personalities or thoughts or ideas when we're in different environments.
Right.
But the key is to keep true to your genuinity and who you are at the end of the day. Because I can be relaxed with my friends all day and have fun and everything. But in a different corporate environment, I'm still showing my genuinity. I'm still trying to like make you smile, talk with you at a normal, so that
but the core of who you are is still who you are.
Exactly. Yes. It's about the core at the end of the day, because if you're painting fake faces in front of people, in front of your friends, in front of everybody, then who really are you?
Who are you?
Right.
You don't even know.
Exactly. You don't even know. You're so confused about your own self and your own life that I'm sure if people
see you and really look at you, they're like, who are you today? Yeah.
Come on, coach. You came back in swinging.
You thought you was going to leave that out there.
Coach came back swinging.
I got this.
But that is so very true, though, what you said, though. So you have to be careful about, changing those faces. Be true to the core person that you are in life. No matter who you're around, that core person should be there.
So there's both environments I'm going to
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to show up
Yeah.
and be just who I am.
Yeah.
You know, now there is an environment in which
Yeah.
I love to laugh. You
Mhm.
know, and sometimes I can be probably the loudest laughing
No.
person in the room. That's what I heard. I don't know if that to be true.
Some people said that.
Some people said that, but I know that there is a time and a place for everything. But I'm
Mhm.
going to show up. I'm going to walk in the room with
Mhm.
all the positive energy that I have,
Mhm.
and that aura is going to take over. Because I used to,
Yeah.
when I didn't feel good about myself, I walked in the room and sucked all the energy out there.
You
Because-
did?
Oh, you know that.
No, I think you're the person that when negative energy is in the air, you
That's-
you ain't gonna bring that around
That's
here.
now. That's now. That's now.
Oh,
You know, that's years
yeah.
of
Oh, back when you was a girl.
yeah,
You
but
talking about.
that was me. If that energy was off, I really felt like I had a lot to do. If I walked in a room and people weren't really saying hello and not talking, I felt like I was a part of that problem. So I drew myself.
Internally took in all
Yes,
the negative.
Concealed yourself.
Yes,
Ah,
yes.
okay.
So you have to really be careful.
That's got to be a horrible place to be.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
And I did say it was.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
how did you handle that? I'm gonna put you on the couch now.
Oh, Jesus.
So how did you handle that situation when you felt all the negative energy coming into you?
Well,
And-
you get to a place in your life where you're sick and tired of being sick and
Mhm.
tired, and you literally want God. You want something to come in outside of you because you know that you can't do this anymore,
Mhm.
and you're truly at a place that you are so broken.
Mhm.
And I don't mean any harm. I used to look at that as negative, but sometimes you have to get broken to get whole.
Yeah.
And so I was at a place that even we're together, and you had no idea just how broken I was. Right, you can have your soulmate, you can have your mate right with you, but remember, we spend so much time putting on that mask for everybody else that they don't even know.
Yeah.
Because they're used to you showing up a certain way, they don't even know just how broken.
So let me ask you, how do you entertain the negative energy at this aspect of your life?
Honey, let me.
If you enter into a room and you coming in with positive energy, you're looking good, you're looking flawless, and then boom, they don't recognize it. How do you?
Well, I don't need them to recognize it. It's I'm showing up, and I'm gonna.
What I mean is that negative energy, because
I'm for give it to
yeah,
you.
okay.
So I'm showing up. I'm showing up with my whole and healthy self. I'm going to say hello to you. I feel the energy when I walk in the room, but I'm not going to allow that energy to take over who I am. So then I know how to move myself out of, because usually that energy is in certain parts of the room. You know what I'm saying? It's in certain parts. So you can really feel that energy. I'm just going to choose not to go sit and partake in that energy. Have you ever had that happen with you?
That not really, only because as lively as I am on the show right now, my just chill personality, my everyday personality is very chill. So I don't really let other people's like energy affect mine, because you can be super high, like yeah, and I'm like, if I'm not ready for that, I'll just be like, oh yeah, nice to meet you, and then come back over here where you're kind of chill. And that is a hard thing to do, because people feel like they have to match all energy all the time.
Right.
And that
is draining.
It's very draining. So
well, you don't want to meet my nephew Doc Amy then.
Hey Doc, if you out there, I got your back, nephew. Come on, I got your back.
I have a question.
You got to hype your energy up when he around.
Come on.
Yeah, sorry. So, because I hear what y'all are talking about. It's like, oh, what do you do? How do you navigate? And I'm kind of hearing some distinctions, and I would kind of love to hear y'all's ideas on it and how y'all could elaborate. Because I hear, well, what do you do with negative energy? Does it just depend on the circumstance? Like if I'm sitting here like at Starbucks or a coffee shop or whatever, like I just want my coffee. If the Starbucks baristas, have an attitude or whatever, at the end of the day, as long as my coffee's fine, like I'm good. I'm going about my day. Like I'm not sitting here thinking, like if anything, worst case scenario, I'm the straw that broke the camel's back. And like maybe she starts crying for some reason or angry or whatever. I don't have to take that on me, right? But then say it's your kid. right?
Mhm.
What do you do with that? So is it a circumstantial thing? Is it like how would you elaborate? What are y'all's thoughts?
For me, I don't think it's circumstantial.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's you.
Mhm.
It's you. So you have to choose how you handle any situation.
Yes.
And it kind of has to be the same.
Yes.
So if you're in Starbucks and the lady's giving you attitude and you just walked in there, you're like, ma'am, I just woke up. I just want my coffee.
Yeah.
I know you've been here for 3 hours already. So you are upset about something.
Mm-hmm.
That's you.
That's you. That has nothing to do with
The best I could do is continue to smile and say thank you.
Mhm.
And then hope that
Right.
whatever
That
your
helps.
energy did rubbed off on them.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's your kid, majority of the time they're children. Like they don't know how to regulate emotions anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have to regulate your own
Emotion.
emotions,
That's
your own
good.
aura,
Mm-hmm.
and handle it the same way. They're throwing a tantrum. You're like, all right, dude, you good? Yeah, you gonna be all right. All right, let's keep it pushing. You know,
Yes.
you
My
can't
day,
let
when
things
you
like
want to
that.
cry, I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
See, we don't do that no more. We don't do that.
See, I tell you, you're old school.
I'm
You-
old
you-
school.
you
I
was-
still wear creases in my jeans.
Yeah, I know we had a whole conversation
Do
about
they
that.
stand up by themselves?
No, I don't use the heavy
Yeah,
starch.
okay.
No.
Not anymore.
I never liked the heavy starch
Yeah,
when they stand up. I just want a nice crease.
Brother Carter, you did.
I didn't never wear no doggone heavy starch jeans.
Okay, I'm remember how long? 45 years. Okay, you
Okay.
probably about 20 years out,
Yeah.
10 years out.
Okay, I used to wear them hard.
Yes, you did, brother.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I forgot about those
Oh,
things.
oh, okay. See, okay. Well, I'm gonna take this a different direction. When painting the picture, and you have a spouse,
hmm
and your spouse want you, as kind of like what Brother Carter asked earlier.
Mhm.
Your spouse wants you to be a certain way, and
Mhm.
you really are over that certain way.
Mhm.
How do you navigate that situation, or how would you? And I think you're the only. You and I, the only married ones in here.
It's so funny that you said that. Which, if he's watching now, he's probably laughing. He's laughing because before, I'm just give you a scenario. Before we got married, he's very big on like cooking, like making sure a home cooked meal is ready. And I told him from the beginning, hey, sis don't cook like that. I can whip something up, but it's not gonna be, relative to like your mom. Like his mom loves cooking, like she loves
Mhm.
doing that. And he'll be like, okay, well, when we get married, we'll see. I said, yes, we will.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he was determined.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. He just thought my love for him was just gonna change that
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
him. And we've been
You
married
didn't learn how to cut the onions the way his mama cut it.
See,
See, listen, I know how to cook, but
we'll talk about the onion.
Yeah,
Go ahead
so-
with where
yeah.
you going, baby. Go on with your story, because he want to bring his.
but yeah, we've been married 5 years and he is the cook. He cooks. So, when it comes to being not stuck, because I don't like to use that word, but just being like, hey, I'm not going to change every aspect of me
to make
to make you feel more comfortable.
Mhm.
If there's something
That's
you
your
can
job, woman.
Nah. There's some things you can do to make your life more comfortable for yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when I do cook,
Mhm.
if you have pointers, then sure, I'll adjust to them. But I'm not going to do it every night because that's what you want.
Mhm.
Ooh, or that's
So-
what you know.
Yeah. And that's like a small thing.
Well-
There's other things that you do
See,
need to
but
know.
you just triggered my husband. huh? So go on with your onion story.
No. She made perfectly good sense.
No, you're not. You interrupted her.
Sometime on this journey,
See, Brother
you
Carter.
figure out that your wife is not going to be your mother,
Come on.
and you grow up and you realize, okay, that's not my mom. We messed up in the head already coming into the relationship because mama did things.
You mean you men?
Yes.
Okay.
Mama did things a certain way, and we want those things reciprocated
Mhm.
when we get married to our spouse. We looking for another mama, basically.
But
And
you're looking for a mama on part of it, but you got the other fringe benefits that you never got from mama, but you still want to kind of
Your mama was your image of a woman. That's the only image you knew.
Right.
So you follow what mama did, and that's what you expect your wife to be, because you think that's what a woman is, what my mom is.
Down to trying to tell you how to cut an onion.
See, that's why I tell mine. I literally just had this conversation with my son yesterday, and it was just one of those out the blue moments. I was like, I am the way that I am because that's just me, and I do the things that I do because I have to. But that is not the same responsibility that your wife has.
Right.
Like,
but
so
see, when you're young coming into the relationship, you don't know. That's like you said. That's the only image you know.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You wasn't really young, baby.
I was young.
Baby, we had big kids. Okay, I'm not gonna let you get away with this here. I'm in there cooking and preparing.
When I say young, I said undeveloped.
Okay.
I hadn't had other experiences before prior to
I'm still not gonna let you get away with this. I'm in there cooking.
You can say what you want to say.
I'm cooking. I'm in there trying to prepare a meal for my man and my family.
We have some comments.
And this Negro said to me, "You cutting that onion wrong. That ain't the way my mama cut the onion. You need to cut it like man. I just want to ask the ladies, if y'all get in the comments, can y'all imagine?
I was trying to get the picture painted the way I envisioned the picture to be.
I need you ladies.
We actually do have some comments.
I need some comments out there. I'm in
Logan,
there
get
preparing.
ready.
I want to go and I'm in there preparing. I'm cutting up. I'm cooking. And I'm preparing a meal for the family.
And I told you,
and this Negro walks in, and I'm going to reiterate. I just want y'all to feel that energy.
Right.
He walks in and he looks at me in the kitchen. He say, "You cutting that onion wrong. That ain't the way my mama cut that onion."
you have anger. You have anger issues.
What did you tell him? I said, let me tell y'all. How y'all think I handled that?
I'm gonna say I'm not your mom.
Get out here.
No.
I cut you.
No.
How did I handle it? Go ahead, Brother Carter.
Did she cut you?
Take your gun to your mom and have her cut it down.
That's the only correct answer.
Was there any other answer? Was there any way I should have been after that? And then I called his mother.
But see, I didn't realize. See, when you're a child, you do childish things. I was a child in my mind. I didn't realize that she raised up in the house too, and she may have been taught to do things a certain way.
Right.
I didn't take that into consideration. So you young brothers out there that's getting married to a woman out there, take that into consideration also. That she was raised a certain way also.
I think Abby.
So there has to be a compromise somewhere in there.
Well, his mama, I said, your son is over here trying to tell me how to cut this onion.
Yeah.
He about to come home. She said, "Boy, if you don't leave that woman alone." Yeah, okay.
So let's go.
Let's read some of these comments out here.
Abby out here, she said, "I am not your mama. You want her cooking so bad, you go live with her."
I can hear her saying that.
And then she shared her own experience. She said, "My ex-boyfriend wanted me to make chicken broth from scratch, like his mom did. Meanwhile, I had a full-time job paying for and preparing the food. I'd home take several seats."
Come on, Abigail. And then
Trey.
We got Trey on here too. He said, "It's something about cutting the onion. It's the symmetry." Brother Carter was just trying to educate.
Trey, go sit down. Go sit down.
Oh wait, he also said, "We ain't all the way messed up in the head, just a little bit."
I love y'all.
And then we also have Angela Powell from Facebook. She kept kind of a little more level-headed than some of us. But she said, "I believe consistent conversation and honesty helps. You go into a marriage with a certain mindset. However, with time and experience, things can change."
Things do change.
And Brother Carter sounds like the perfect example.
Yeah.
He grew, he learned, and y'all are together over 40.
And that's what happened,
you
know.
You didn't go back home after the onion.
No.
Good.
He ain't go back home. But he was on his way. He was on his way. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back in here because we got to do some shout outs and we got to wrap this thing up. And
all right.
got a couple of, you got something good for us?
I got a little bit of energy.
Oh, I like that. Give them some energy.
All right.
All righty. We are back. Did y'all enjoy that music? Anna, you know what? You guys have been trained well. You got to let's give Abigail a shout out. A huge applause. And Abigail is so into it till she is on and the whole show. And she's off today. So. All righty then. Well, we're going to go ahead and move with the shout outs. And then before we wrap this show up with that, I just want to ask you guys, what was your take on painting your own picture? I mean, you have any?
Yeah, we didn't really talk about it too much.
Know, right?
Right.
You want to go ahead and elaborate a little on that?
Well, I'll just give a little simple thing for me. All my life, I painted my own picture. I had this certain picture.
Yeah, you're a makeup artist.
Right, exactly. And so, I was able to paint this picture that I wanted. And you see the picture and everything come to life, but it wasn't it.
That wasn't.
It wasn't it. And it was not until I later learned that I had to release that paintbrush to God and allow him to paint the picture, because the picture that I was painting, it wasn't aligning with what was supposed to be. So I'm pulled by him in this direction, and I'm painting my picture pulled in that direction.
Ooh.
And it just was a combative thing until I was like, you know what? All right, God, you win. And so now I'm in this space where it's literally like, okay, you paint the picture, whatever it is. And so that's why sometimes when you ask me, well, what do you do? Who are you? Da, da, da. And it's like, dang, we still painting the picture right now. So I can't tell you right now,
So
yeah.
That was deep.
That's good. That's good.
For me, kind of piggyback on that, I want people to also know that sometimes you have to start over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's like
get another
sometimes,
canvas.
or just paint over that
paint over
one,
that
and and rebuild off of that. You might have used the wrong color that time. You know what? Let's start that over real quick. So it's also a never-ending process. So it's okay if you don't know yet. It's okay if you feel a little lost. Like even if you're married, not married.
Yes.
There's a lot. Because for me personally, for women specifically, like when you get married, you lose a lot.
Yeah.
You lose a lot.
Say
You
that.
get married, you lose your last name. You have a kid, you lose your first name.
Yes.
So it's a lot. It's a lot of loss. It's a lot of loss that's happening.
And then I love that. And then
that was good.
and that really was, because you're now mama.
Yeah.
You're no longer
It's never your first name
never
anymore.
your first name. But you also have to look at it too from this standpoint that you don't just lose your name. You don't just lose your first or your last name. You also lose your identity, because now you are trying to be something that your parents told you or other people told you what a relationship is supposed to look like and how you're supposed to be in that relationship. And so again, you're painting those pictures for. Yeah.
I'm gonna use Christina as my example.
Okay.
As far as painting the picture, because she's a makeup artist, and the makeup artist is, when you're doing makeup, it changes all the time. Correct? You never do the makeup the same way every day. And so, sometime in life, when it come to painting the picture, your purpose of life, always evolving, always changing, and so you have to change the way you painting the picture, should I say, all the time. So I think when you find a purpose, your purpose in life is when you begin to start really painting the picture the way it's designed to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because your makeup look different then.
Yeah, because when you're purpose driven, you're going one way instead of wishy-washy and going this way and that way. So once you get your purpose in life and you start traveling along that way, you don't have to keep changing the makeup, the look of it, because it's going. Am I making sense?
Brother Carter, you making good sense.
I'll be trying to drop a few things down there. I'll be trying to drop some science out
You be
there
trying
for
to
y'all.
learn people some stuff out.
I don't teach nobody. I learn them. That's right. Well, my grandma used to say, learn them something.
Learn them stuff. Okay, you want to go ahead and give us some shout outs? And Anna, you have something you want to say on that?
Well, a little wrap up is that the makeup you put on today is very different from the makeup that you were putting on a few years ago. And to not lose yourself while you're reinventing yourself. Remember, the core should always be genuine, should always be loving. It should come from God, spirit, everything else. And then when you go out into the world, remember that, and don't be two-faced. It's not necessary anymore. Be genuine, because that genuinity is the way of the world.
Come on now, coach.
All right then. Come on, Aaron.
Something I realized, I literally had like a little oh my God. it just dawned on me, because like you're talking about painting a picture, but to really to understand like the structure and the form, you have to like kind of like sketch a little bit, right? And I realized what you draw before you paint is your purpose, and how you paint it is how your purpose is played out.
Oh, maybe that was deep.
I know it hit me too.
Now that was some tea in the streets there.
I caught exactly what you're saying.
Yes, repeat that one more time because I like that.
So when you have a painting, you have to draw it before you start coloring it, right? And so what you draw and lay out before or ahead of time, you're deciding what the picture is gonna like be, right? And that's your purpose. And what you paint and how the colors and like the motions and everything like that, that's everything. That's what you're painting. That's your passion. Dang it, I done lost my own thought.
Yeah.
Okay, but I got that's okay. We got where you.
But I understand. Paint inside the lines. You already have the lines outlined.
Well,
so
not
paint inside them.
because even
she
then
was
there's
gonna tell you no. That's not what she said.
not
Well, that's
not
what it sounded like I heard.
Well, not necessarily, because I actually have a friend. She got a master's in architecture, and so when she was in her bachelor, she had to take a lot of art classes and things like that. And so when she talks about art, because she just does it as a hobby as well, she talks, and I joke with her, it's like the abstract stuff, like the banana on the tape and like the thing, and then just all the crazy. She says like she understands why people say that, but sometimes it's the process of the painting and not necessarily like the final product. So it's like you can have the picture, you can color outside the lines, but like what you put down, the structure, like it might not be perfect, but that's what you intended.
Yes,
right.
I like that. All right.
Well, shout out time.
Give us that shout out this time. Are you ready for him? Come on, let's go.
All right. First, I want to shout out our wonderful LNV Foundation. We have a wonderful event coming up with Kendra Scott on February 10th, 3 p.m. Guys, 3 p.m. We'll be there for probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
So come and buy something.
Tell them what we're doing.
We are collaborating with Kendra Scott. So anything you buy is going also towards LNV, guys. So give a gift and give a contribution.
Yes.
So in other words, I'm gonna do a shout out to the fellas out there. Kendra Scott has some nice little jewelry pieces out there that you can get your beloved one and daughters. Maybe a little.
Mom, there you go.
Mom. Yeah. Come on out to Kendra Scott, get a gift, and some of the proceeds will go to our nonprofit organization, LMV Enterprise Resources Inc.
And as we get closer to that day, I think it's probably a couple of days before, within that week, we're going to put up a QR code. That when you guys go to purchase, that's how they're going to be able to. They'll know what's going to be donated to LNV Enterprise.
And that code is actually going to be up for 48 hours.
48 hours.
2 days of shopping for LNV. And your loved ones.
I was so grateful to God that to be able to connect with such an amazing brand that wants to do something with our nonprofit, which speaks volumes of what God is doing.
So do me a favor, Anna, put that address up there one more time for the people out there.
There you go.
There you go.
Do we have the address?
Well,
do we have the address?
If you know anything about, she don't have it on there. It's City Center. Right. That's over in Memorial City.
All right. Let's go to Kendra Scott and you'll find it.
Yes. There you go. Memorial City Mall.
Yes, next to Memorial City Mall. And so we have a couple shout outs. Our wonderful, tasteful, and toxic every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Tune in, guys. And we have Closing a Dream every Tuesday, 11 a.m. I'm not wrong right there.
Yeah, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And to 1 p.m. Listen to Doc. Remember, you can't. Very passionate Doc out there. And of course, my wonderful show, Empower Hour with Coach Anna, every Tuesday, 5:30 p.m., guys.
Yes. And we have more coming in. If you go ahead.
Oh, yeah. We also have a VK Career Conversation. You can catch them the first and third Monday of every month on LV with Val Radio.
Yes.
And every Saturday, the Love and Victory Show with Val on LV with Val Radio.
Don't sleep on
Which is where you are right now.
There you go. I do want to go back. If you guys can do me one favor, can you go back and run that ad for the first time, since we are so blessed to have this young lady sitting on our show today. I would love to run. Could you run their ad real quick?
So you're a small business and you can't seem to grow an online presence.
You don't have the time. Creating content isn't your strong suit. And editing is a headache.
Well, that's where we come in. I'm Trey.
And I'm Logan.
And we're That Kind of Media. We're social media marketers for small business owners looking to grow their online presence.
We can record, create, and edit all your content.
So if you're looking for someone that can manage your social accounts,
Develop a strategy,
create content, and increase engagement,
then visit our website at thatkindofmedia.com.
and book a consultation today.
Did you?
That was
did you
cute.
just-
That kind of me.
That kind of me. And do you just see they just so. This is what we do.
They just flow.
They just.
Yeah.
You got the.
Mhm.
it was
How many takes did it take?
We're not going to talk about that. It actually went pretty fast.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of cold out there, so we were like, "Hey, we got to get this done."
Yeah.
Where were y'all at? That's such a.
Emancipation Park
Oh, okay.
in Third Ward. So
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Mhm.
It just flowed. It just didn't look like there
Yeah.
was no effort put in it. It's just who we are.
thank you.
Yeah.
So check them out. Check them out.
Please
Check them
All
out.
right. And before we say goodbye, we want to read a few of these comments in here if we have, if we
Amen.
can, and then we're gonna come right
And don't
back.
just pick your friends out. Get some of the other ones.
Come on in here. Let's
Yes.
get it rolling.
Remember, Carter Crew, yes, speaking of that kind of media, that you can promote your ad with us. And some wonderful comments that
Oh.
we have are that we love the music. We appreciate you guys. We didn't have that many questions for our Q&A today. I guess you guys were very clear on our subject today.
How to paint your picture, huh?
How are we looking on Facebook, Erin? Any questions we can mention?
So not much from Facebook this morning, but I really do love Angela Powell's comment. Because I think about it and I think about how like we're meant to grow and we're not meant to stay static. Like it's really hard as someone, I personally don't like change, but I'm growing for the better. But it's very encouraging.
Yeah. Well, I want to say this. Thank you guys. I know that we didn't have as high as we normally do, but that does not mean anything to me. I'm grateful for everyone that tuned in, everyone that gave their comments, but I am most grateful for these two young, lovely ladies. They truly they're an exhibit of just being okay with you. They love the Lord. They just walk in who they are. They're authentic. They're not trying to put any airs on for anybody. I thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And if
Mhm.
you want to leave the people with anything, go ahead. This is your time.
Well, I just want to leave. I want to give a shout out to all my people on Facebook.
Brother Carter,
go right
it ain't your
Oh, it ain't my
turn.
turn yet?
No.
Go ahead and finish.
You started.
Yeah, go ahead. You done jumped out there now.
I just want to give shout out to all the people on
But you was
Facebook.
gonna do that when he came on your side. You just gonna cut.
You want me to do it now?
Well, yeah, go on, brother.
Okay.
Can't take him nowhere.
Anyway, thank y'all for.
That's what you get.
All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Ellen Victory Show.
Oh, hey, you want to leave it with anything, babe?
Just sit with who you are, sit with God, allow him to lead you to everything that you desire. Just let him do it. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. This stuff does not happen overnight. You don't create a whole picture overnight. Don't stress, just take your time and allow God to be a part of that process.
Yeah.
I think I like what you said too
What?
early on when you were talking about, hey, ladies.
That need to be a whole show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can you also end with that?
Yeah. Okay. With what I was saying about the ladies, that was my crap of the day.
Yes.
But just for the ladies who are out there that's dating and just wanting a life partner, wanting to be married, be a woman. Society has lied to us and told us we're supposed to be this man and we're supposed to be this independent thing and have everything together. Your bank account has to be this, your credit score have to be this in order to be acceptable to a man. But if you talk to men today, men will tell you real men, the men that you will want to be in a relationship with, they will tell you that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a woman. I'm looking for a woman who's comfortable and confident who she is and not needing validation by what she has.
Come on now.
So when you lead with those different things, sometimes you're gonna get some things that you don't want to get. And we lead with that independency, and I'm speaking on it because I used to be that person. And when I led with that, I would get a certain type of man, and that was not the man that aligned with what I wanted in my future, but I couldn't understand why I was getting that man. But it was because I was getting somebody who was combative with who I was, because we were like two men being combative. I wasn't being a woman that he actually needed. I wasn't being a woman that he can be soft with and things like that. So I just like to, say, just embrace your femininity, embrace that you are a woman and that you are enough with or without whatever you may have.
That's a whole show.
Yeah, definitely got to be.
Oh, and where can they find you?
Well, I am on YouTube. It's Chosen Lifestyle, and that's I think the lifestyle spelled Life.
Okay.
Yeah, if not, it's Lyfe. But
Girl,
yeah,
you don't know how to spell your own damn thing.
I know. No, but it's Chosen Lifestyle on YouTube.
All right, you gonna bring it on home?
Logan.
Bring it on home, Logan.
Yeah, I guess my final thoughts on that about painting your own picture is just remember, confidence is built over time. It's built over time. So take that time to really just analyze things. Like if situations happen, be like, okay, did I appreciate this or did I not appreciate this? Like, how do I naturally react to these things and see if you need to grow for them?
And that's so true. And don't put all the pressure on you. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's a process. Yeah. All right, Brother Carter, did you want to?
Yes. I'm painting your own picture.
Sorry, real quick. Where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at thatkindofmedia.com. Well, at .com. Yes, go to the website. But also that same thing for IG as well. And from there, you will find my personal page, which is One Size Low.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
and she's married, so don't get on her personal page with that foolishness.
There you go.
You'll find out real quick.
All
Do that.
Real quick.
So my painting the picture.
Painting my own picture.
Your own picture, yeah. Painting my own picture. My final remarks would be, it's gonna, like the ladies were saying, it's gonna take some time to paint your picture. For example, if you made a resolution that you was going to lose weight or whatever the case may be, you're not gonna lose weight overnight. It's not gonna happen. And so my thing is, when you're painting your picture, continue doing what you're doing. When you made your mind up to do it, just keep on walking in it. And eventually you're going to see the results. But don't lose hope when you don't see the result immediately. Just keep on pushing. And I promise you, if you keep on doing it, the results will come.
I love that. Consistency.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything else I have to say until next Saturday. If everybody can look at the camera and tell everybody goodbye. Bye. We love you guys. Bye.